and he invested in himself. So one time for Dr. Juice Cleanse. And Dr. Juice Cleanse is a all-natural cleanser that does all kind of amazing things for your body, like help slow down the aging process, provide stress relief, remove mucus and toxins from your body. You can also lose up to 25 pounds in 10 days. That's right, you can lose up to 25 pounds in 10 days by rocking with Dr. Juice Cleanse. Now, they don't have none of these crazy go to the gym regimens. No, it's just take their product and follow their easy, simple steps when it comes to a good, healthy, balanced diet. And you can start losing weight. You can drop, like I said, you can lose up to 25 pounds in 10 days. Now, I tell you people all the time that, you know, especially for African-American males, we definitely got to watch what we eat. We got to watch our weight. We just got to take good care of ourselves so we can be here for our family, for our kids, for our wives. We just got to be here. So Dr. Juice Cleanse is a product that I strongly recommend, you know, because it number one, it can lead to healthier living. It can lead to a longer life. And you can, like I said, shed some unwanted pounds. So again, man, make sure y'all visit www.drjuicecleanse.com. Find out more about this amazing product. Find out how to get with them. Get you some and let them know Vic XL and the Ridin Durty Show and the Ridin Durty Podcast sent you, and you will get a listener discount. All right? I also got to say one time for our sponsor, WMR Music Group. WMR Music Group, they are a marketing, branding, and promotions company that will help get your music to the next level. If you're trying to get your music to DJs in other states, countries, clubs, WMR Music Group is definitely the company for you. If you're trying to get your story told through radio interviews, blog interviews, WMR Music Group is definitely the company for you. If you got a brand new video and you're trying to get it on all the latest blogs, WMR Music Group, they're definitely the company for you. They have a 6-week artist regimen that will definitely get your music career to the next level. But don't take my word for it. Make sure you visit WMRmedia.com. Find out more about this company and what they can do for you and your music career. All right, like I said, today is October the 1st. I don't have a lot of celebrity birthdays, but I'm going to give you what I have. I got to say happy birthday to actor Glenn Davis Jr. That's right, actor Glenn Davis Jr. He was on the TBS sitcom 10 Items or Less. He turns 34 years old today. So again, happy birthday to Greg Davis Jr. Also got to say happy birthday to UK rapper Dizzy Rascal. He turns 33 years old today. So definitely one time for my man Dizzy. Definitely been doing this thing on the UK scene for years. Definitely holding it down. Definitely bringing UK hip-hop to the forefront. All right, now, I'm going to switch over here to a little hip-hop news and see what's going on. Like I said, it's been a pretty light weekend, man. It seems like Cardi B is definitely vying to perform at the Super Bowl. Maroon 5 has been scheduled to perform at the Super Bowl, and they have a song with Cardi B. Cardi B is definitely pushing for a solo set. She's almost saying the only way she's willing to come perform with Maroon 5 is by including her having a solo set. So we're going to see how that plans out for Cardi B. Also got to say one time for the baby mothers of Nas and 50 Cent. It seems like those lovely ladies have landed a reality show. So we're going to definitely see what happens with that. One time for my man Safari, a.k.a. Nicki Minaj's ex-boyfriend. It seems like after he leaked some pictures of himself nude, he's going to jump into the adult film industry. Yes, he just filmed a adult scene with a major adult film female star. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. I'm just going to let y'all wait. But one time for Safari, I heard he was paid over $1 million to do the scene. So we're going to see how that thing turns out. But Safari's definitely making moves without Nicki Minaj. Also, this weekend on Saturday Night Live, if you didn't get a chance to check it out, my man Kanye officially changed his name to Ye. Who's already calling you Ye, Kanye. But Kanye has officially changed his name to Ye. So we're going to see how that happens. And he chose to announce that during his guest hosting spot on Saturday Night Live. So way to go, Kanye. Definitely do your thing. And mentioning Kanye, he has come clean and admitted that he, too, uses ghostwriters from time to time. As if we didn't know that, Ye. You ain't rap since you rap like College Dropout, since College Dropout. So, you know, and you be spazzing out, and some of the stuff that you say on the mic in the media doesn't transcend on the mic in public. So we kind of figured you had some things going on. But definitely still Kanye keeping his name in the media. And my third thing on Kanye, you know he's supposed to release his album this past week, the same day my man Lil Wayne did. But he says he decided to push it back for quality reasons because he don't want to release no shit to his fans. So one time Kanye West, and one time for everybody making hip-hop news. All right, man, you know, your boy Vic XL, the Ridin Durty Show. You know what we like doing most because we always like to tell you guys about our sponsors. We definitely let you know about hip-hop and celebrity news. We always let you know who's celebrating birthdays. But what we like more than anything else is talking to the people out there on the come-up. And the day is no different than any other day on the Ridin Durty Show. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want to welcome to the Ridin Durty Show my man, Mr. Pike. What's going on, family?
Yo. Ridin Durty. Big up, man. Lots and lots of love, y'all. I definitely appreciate you having me on. I'm here.
Man, I definitely appreciate you coming on. We're going to start this thing off the rip because I hear that strong accent. Let the world know where Mr. Pike is from.
Originally from Kingston, Jamaica, Jamrock itself. Left Jamaica to go to New York. Left New York in 05. Now I'm here in the ATL. And I heard that's where you're at, man. Am I correct?
Yeah, I'm in the ATL, man. ATL where the players dwell. How are you enjoying the ATL?
Loving it. Love the diversity. Love the fact that there's a lot of opportunities down here for Afro-Americans who want to take advantage of it, which I'm definitely one of those. Love the vibe, the weather, the music, and of course, Ridin Durty. Big up.
All right, now, tell me, let's go back to your Kingston, Jamaica roots. What was it like growing up in Kingston, Jamaica? What was your household and family life like?
Well, to be honest with you, man, I mean, just like most typical Jamaican household, as far as not growing up because in Jamaica, you got the highs and the lows. And I was definitely a part of the lows as far as just how you grow up. And, I came from a place called the Concrete Jungle. You probably hear about that. Bob Marley sing about that all the time. And, growing up there, Mom Dukes couldn't really afford to kind of keep me under her wing. So I had to grow up with Grandma. Of course, that's a story here all over the world, as a matter of fact. So Grandma was a big influence in my life. Grandma, my aunts, my uncles, a 2-bedroom home. Humble beginnings, man. Extremely humble beginnings. I wouldn't change it for the world, though, to be honest with you. Definitely learned a lot as far as, the haves and the have-nots go. And it's definitely allowed me to appreciate what I have been able to attain over the years as I've grown, as I've become more responsible, as I've become a family man. And, I'm trying to teach my kids, how to appreciate the good because, the bad comes, you got to know to stand on your feet. So, highly appreciate it, though, man. But Jamrock, again, wouldn't change it for the world.
All right.
Not one bit.
All right. With your humble beginnings, how much of, because you had to have an amazing amount of discipline to stay out of trouble, how much of that discipline transcended over to your music when it comes to being an independent artist?
A whole lot. A whole lot, man. That's a good question, too. With me, when it comes to discipline, still, like I said before, I'm a family man. And I've always known that I was born for this. I was made for music, you feel me? But at the same time, I could never be one of those dudes or those gals who just decide to just chase the dream, chase when your responsibilities are not being taken care of. So what I had to do as far as discipline is concerned is discipline myself to know that, hey, now I'm having a family, I'm having kids, let's take care of my reality before I can chase the dream. And the discipline came into play where, held it down with my kids' moms, started my own company right here in the ATL. Now that's grown to, kind of be able to run itself. I was able to bring a lot of my buddies, a lot of friends on board, teach them a trade, that they could actually, build their legacy and support their families. And, now we have one of the biggest, appliance installation company in Atlanta, Georgia. And I mean, now a lot of people are actually eating off that as well. So it's very self-fulfilling as well. But my point is, I definitely had to take care of that reality, man, because family first. When the music is not paying the bills, regardless of how much you love it, you got to figure something out. When you got kids to support, you got a family to support. That's very, very important to me, man. So that's the route that I had to take. That's the discipline that I had to put in play. And, now we're here.
All right, no doubt, no doubt. So starting your own business, how relatable is starting your own business outside of music to being an independent music artist?
Extremely relatable, man. Definitely got to face the ups and the downs. Got to know what market to hit. Got to know who's in your circle. Got to know who are friends, who are just associates. Got to understand that, customer service, regardless of what business you're in, just like your business, your audience, that's your customers, your consumers. Customer service got to be key. Accountability got to be key. So for me, whatever I'm putting out there as far as music is concerned, I got to know that, I'm always going to be held accountable for what I say, for the image that I portray. And that's very important to me. That's what I try to teach my kids. So, similar to my non-music related business, accountability is key. And that's what I'm really trying to push right now with this music thing as far as the music is concerned. Because if I'm putting out there, Mr. Pike's name is on it, Mind Bending Music Group is on it, I got to make sure that it's A1 because I can't be putting in any BS out there for my audience, man. So, that's how it kind of comes into play.
All right, now, and relocating, being from Kingston, Jamaica, but now residing in Atlanta, was it hard for you when you got to Atlanta to find venues to perform at? Was it hard for you to find people to make the sound music you like to help better your career? Like, what was the relocation like, and how was it adapting to a new scene?
Well, initially when I left Jamaica, man, I was actually in New York. I was out in Long Island, New York, and as a matter of fact, talking about that, I was actually a part of a crew because I met, a few other cats, Jamaicans just like myself, in New York, who had the same passion, the same love for music as I did, and we decided to form a little crew called NYCE CREW. As a matter of fact, we were, making a little wave in the New York tri-state area, and I think one of the biggest moves that we had made in the past is one of our songs actually made it to a soundtrack, Phat Girls. I'm sure you're familiar with Monique, right? That
yes.
The actress, real funny.
Yeah.
She had a movie a few years ago called Phat Girls. Yeah, man. So, one of her songs actually made it to that movie. I was very proud when my verse from the song called Rollin' was actually played in the movie. And, that was a very big moment for myself and the crew. And as far as leaving New York to Atlanta, I mean, initially, music wasn't even a part of the initial equation when I left New York for Atlanta. See what I'm saying? I mean, I left New York for Atlanta so I could, try to better myself and my family. Like I said before, for me, it's always been family first. And, it'll probably always be that till the day I die, family first. So, that transition moving down here was basically, okay, then now it's about survival. Now it's about, I can't really make ends meet in New York. So where can I go to, make or create a better opportunity for myself and my family? And I had a good buddy of mine, man, TC, Alpha 5 Music. I've known that man since 1996, yo. And, he had some family members down here. I took a couple of trips down here, met up with him, liked the place. I transitioned from being a store manager in New York to be a store manager down here in Atlanta. Took it from there, build, got back into the music, met a couple of other dudes that, had some positive vibe, positive influence, loved the music like I did, and I just kept on grinding, man. And to be honest with you, I haven't really got into a lot of live performances, a lot of clubs, but I've always had the music. It's always been in me. It's natural for me to write, to create music, to produce. I'm a businessman, and I consider myself to be pretty smart. And you know, I just built, and that transition has brought me to here, man. Now you got my first offering out there, Come Over. Finally got that released on, the 28th, a couple of days ago, and now it's just the sky's the limit.
All right, describe your musical sound, because you definitely have the Jamaican accent. But when I listen to your music, it sounds a little bit like hip hop, but I hear a little dancehall reggaeton in there. How would you describe your music coming from you?
The best description I can give it, to be honest with you, man. I'll never be put into a box. And that's one of the main reasons why I decided to go with this particular song first, as far as my first offering is concerned. You feel me? 2 reasons. And I'm going to let the world and your audience know what's going on right now. My wife, she passed away late last year. Come Over, this was her favorite song. See what I'm saying? So that's one of the main reasons why I decided to put it out first. And number 2, like you said, you listen to the song. I'm rapping, I'm singing, then I'm doing the reggae thing at the end. So right off the bat, I want my audience to know that I do it all. See what I'm saying? So to describe my music, it's just fun. It's soulful. It's honest. You know, so I don't necessarily sit down and say, okay, then I'm just going to write a reggae song. I just write what comes to me, what comes natural to me, and it's just a vibe, it's a feeling, because I want people to be able to turn on my sound, my music, and regardless of their mood, regardless of their vibe, you can guarantee I'm going to have something to kind of, you know, accommodate that vibe or put you in that vibe to make a sad space better. Or, you know, if you're planning on doing something crazy, I got that one song that can, you know, make you get back on the positive track, you know, so on and so forth. So for me, man, I'm just a music man. That's the best way to describe it. You know, I'm just a music man. I do it all. You know, from rock to reggae to hip hop to R&B. I write it, I perform it, I produce it, and that's what my audience is going to get from me. No limits.
All right. Now, you mentioned you lost your wife last year, and I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences. How was it dealing with that and still continue to pursue music?
Well, to be honest with you, that's my biggest motivation right now, other than my kids. You know, she was my biggest fan. I mean, just being around her and the family, and like I said, just putting everything else on hold to make sure they were good. So when it was time for me to make that true transition, make that true push, you know, she was always with me all the way. And, you know, after she passed away, just as you can imagine, I mean, that's the toughest time that I've ever had to face. And, you know, I mean, hats off to anybody else who's gone through situations like that, to have lost a loved one, whether it be a wife, husband, brother, sister, whatever. It's tough. But, I mean, I've always been a spiritual person as well. And I also have a lot of spiritual persons in my life, my moms, my aunts, my grandma, you know, friends that just, you know, help to encourage me and let me know that, hey, life is for the living. You know, let's do this in her honor. So for me, it's just, now that she isn't here, because while she was here, I was definitely on that horse, you know, ready to ride the waves and go for my dreams, because I put myself in a position to do so. Now that she's not here, I mean, she's just my guardian angel right now, man. And that's how I'm looking at it. So every move I make, you know, I try to keep it positive and just try to make her proud. You know, that's it. Just try to make her proud, man. Just an additional motivation.
That's definitely dope. Tell me, you said what the song "Come Over" was about. Tell me a little bit about the video. And for anybody who want to check out the video, make sure you visit RidinDurtyRadio.com. It's right up there in the top spot. But tell me a little bit about the making of the video, who shot the video, and the concept.
Well, the video, I mean, actually left from the ATL to go to Miami to get part of the video shot. My boy, Deuce Benny Productions, man. Troublesome. Check him out, Deuce Benny Productions. Awesome video dude. That's actually going to be my video crew for quite some time. We're I kind of locked him in per se. But as far as the concept of the video, Come Over is basically about a guy and a gal, you know. Me linking up a girl. She loves the way I do my thing, you know, regardless of where I'm at, what I'm doing, whatever the concept, whatever the situation. If she hits me up and say, yo, I want you to come over, you better know I'm going to try to make my way over there. You feel me? And so a couple of the different scenes is about just my girls calling me on the phone. Hey, you coming over? All right, I'm coming over. I'm on my way. And I mean, it's a real simple video, pretty straightforward, clean. I mean, do you like the video? You saw the video, right?
Man, I think the video is clean. I think it's dope. It's sexy.
There we go. And that's what this particular song is all about, man. Sexy, intimacy. You know, the more you know me and the audience knows me, I don't curse in my songs. So I want to show that side of me too, that, you know, you don't have to curse or say anything crazy for a song or a video to be sexy. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, that's what I'm bringing to the table.
All right, no doubt, no doubt. So after Come Over, what's next for Mr. Pike?
Well, right now I'm kind of tinkering between, you know, whether or not I should drop another single, drop an EP, or just go straight into the album. You know, I definitely got the material. So, you know, we'll see how this first offering goes, to be honest with you, and, you know, kind of go from there. I've got to sit down with my PR team, my music team, you know, people that I definitely take advice from and kind of see where it goes. As a matter of fact, this month, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be in Zimbabwe. And I've got to perform at, I think it's called the Harare International Carnival. You know, so that's going to be a good look. It's going to be my first time in Africa. Definitely looking forward to that. And if you know anything about reggae music, man, it's growing all over the world. But the Africans, you know, Zimbabwe, Ghana, I mean, they're really into the reggae music and helping to grow that culture. So I'm looking forward to getting a taste of that vibe down there and giving them a taste of Mr. Pike. You feel me? So, you know, that's kind of my next immediate move from this point out.
Okay. And because I have a lot of artists who listen to the show as well as, you know, fans and family. Your label, Mind Bending Music. Are you guys currently looking for talent, or are you just focusing on your career right now?
Well, talent is always welcome. You know, so that's kind of, that answer would be kind of two-sided. Yes, I am focused on my career right now, but I'm always networking. Always networking. I know as far as growth is concerned, you know, you always have to have that fresh new talent. And with me personally, you know, once I find that talent, I know how to, you know, expand on that talent. You know, how to make them better. You know,
90 seconds.
You know, production is concerned. So, yeah, man, it's welcome. You know, Mind Bending Music Group, you know, we do everything. You know, we're not in a box. You got good music, present it, and we're always going to give an open ear.
All right. Before I get you to introduce this joint to the world, let the people know how to find you on social media, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, whatever you got going on in the World Wide Web. Let the people know how to find you.
60 seconds.
All of the above, man. All of the above. It's Mr. Pike Music, at Mr. Pike Music. Instagram, SoundCloud, the Twitters, the Facebooks. I got the Vivos, YouTubes. And as a matter of fact, as far as my PR team is concerned, because, you know, that's been a big part of what I've been doing for the past couple of months too, internationalstars.com. You can also hit them up and inquire about Mr. Pike, what's happening next, you know, how to get to me. That's what it is. Mr. Pike Music, at Mr. Pike Music, and all of the different social media outlets.
All right, Mr. Pike, it was a pleasure talking to you. Do me one large favor and introduce this joint to the world.
Yo, to the world, Ridin Durty radio audience. We're about to play the big joint, man. Come Over by Mr. Pike. Come over, go copy it at any music forum, music outlets. whether it be the Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, Google Play, Amazon Music. Come over by Mr. Pike. It's out now, and it's going to be played on Ridin Durty Radio. Check it out. Come over.
Appreciate it, my G.
Big time. Thank
My man, Mr. Pike, let's get it.
Call me. Yeah, she keeps calling my name in her sleep. She keeps falling, she's in so deep. Love zone as she moans when we freak. She loves the smell of my cologne on her sheets. Context and leaps to fun sexy. Let's try them wild things you suggested. I make it worth all the time you invested. So I'm the one you requesting, no question. Now she don't care when she wants it, she's got to have it. And I swear, oh I swear, she's my drug, she becoming my habit. I can't leave her alone. She's the one that I run to when we speak on the phone. She can't wait till I come through. Call me any place, anytime. Call me when you want, get the wine. Call me if you're drunk or sober. Just call me and I will come over. Come over.
Nice joint with my man, Mr. Pike.
Come over. Come over. Just call me and I will come over. No, I don't mind. You can call me anytime that you need to. Cause you're so fine, oh so fine. Just say the word, you know I'ma speak through. When I'm rocking your boat, feel the waves getting stronger. Though you stay in afloat, you don't mind going under. Call me any place, anytime. Call me when you want, get the wine. Call me if you're drunk or sober.
Thank you for using Blogtalk Radio. Goodbye.
Come over. Come over. Come over. Just call me and I will come over. Call when you're sober or tipsy. Call to tell me just how much you miss me. Just the sound of my voice get you weak and you can't fight the feeling you feel when you kiss me. Call me when you need someone to talk to. You fire down then I'll be bring this back to. And if you want to, I'll turn you on to. Take you to heights, make you fly like a hawk. Call me any place, anytime. Call me when you want, get the wine. Call me if you're drunk or sober. Just call me and I will come over. Come over. Come over. Come over. Just call me and I will come over. Say the word. Say the word. Say the word. Just say the word out. Come over.
One time, Mr. Pike. Come over. All right. It's your boy Vic XL, man. Definitely appreciate y'all on the check in. One time, my man Mr. Pike, little international style, boy. One time, my man Adrian Stewart on the check in. No, what's happening, man? I'm sorry I missed that Yeek Fest ATL. I'm definitely gonna make the second annual. All right, man. We up out of here. We'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. It's your boy Vic XL. Keep it riding dirty. Peace.